Hey, what is going on everyone, this is iReviews. In this video, I will show you the best app switcher tweaks for iOS 9 as this video was requested. So that's a new thing that I'm gonna do. I will make videos based on your request. So if you have a request for a video, just make sure you comment down below and I will make sure to make that video. So the first tweak for this video, it's called Alympus. Alympus will combine your app switcher with your music controls and also with your control center. As you can see, it looks pretty awesome. It has a very nice interface, and you can see here the app switcher, you have a grid layout which you can change simply by pinching it. You can see you can go from 2x2 to 3x3, and then you can also go to the icons. You will see just the icons on the app switcher. Now let's jump to the settings of this tweak. We have an enable button for paging and also for smart switcher, which means that it will rearrange the layout of your app switcher based on how many apps you have opened. Then you have gesture mode. Here you can choose what you want to do when you swipe up. You want to launch the control center, the app switcher, or you want to close the current application. And then here you have the blur style for the music controls. Next up is Auxo 3, which is easily one of the best app switcher tweaks ever. So you can see when you go to your app switcher, you will have an extra card, which is the control center combined with the music controls. It looks pretty awesome. It also has some other cool features like quick switcher and also hot corners. You can see here on the quick switcher, all you have to do is just swipe here from the corner and you can switch between your apps, or here if you're on an app, you slide from the other side, you can close that app, and you can also lock your device when you're on home screen simply by swiping here. Snakebite is another tweak for this video, and it's a pretty cool tweak which allows you to use force touch to switch between your apps. If you don't have a force touch device, all you have to do is just double tap here and swipe like this, and you can see here you will have your favorite apps or your recent apps which you can choose from the settings of this tweak. So if you go to the settings of this tweak, you have an enable button, then here you can enable the app labels, then here you will have to choose whether you want to see your favorite apps or you want to see your recent apps, and then here choose the number of apps that you want to show, and then here you have two blur styles, and then here you have your favorite apps. If you go here, you can pick which apps you want to see on your favorites, and if you use the recent apps, it will show you the apps that you have used recently on the app switcher. Next up is VintageSwitcher, and this tweak will bring back the old iOS 6 app switcher on your iOS 9 device. As you can see, when I double tap to go to the app switcher, it will show me the VintageSwitcher, which looks exactly like the app switcher on older iOS versions. So you can swipe an app up to close it, or you can tap and hold one of them to close all the background running apps. Now let's jump to the settings of this tweak. We have configuration right here, an enable button. You can set an activation method. Here you can change the icon size and the animation duration. You can show the app names, and also you can choose if you want to blur the screen or not with this switch right here. Next is Switcher Tweak Pro, and it adds some awesome features to the app switcher on your iOS 9 device. As you can see, you can change the scroll direction of the app cards on your app switcher from left to right or right to left. You can change it up down or down up, any way you like it. You just go to the settings of this tweak, and here you have an enable button. Then here you can change the direction. Then here you have swipe to kill direction. You can choose in which direction you will have to swipe the app cards to kill that app. And then here you can also set the default page for the app switcher. So when you open your app switcher, this will be your default page. And then here you have additional settings. You can change the blur settings, the label and the icon settings, the scroll layout, and also you have additional features right here. And the last one for this video is called Sleek Switcher, and it is a free tweak which allows you to change the blur style of the background on your app switcher. As you can see right here, now I have no blur on the app switcher. Here you can see no blur on the wallpaper on the app switcher background. Now if you jump to the settings of this tweak, here's where you can change all the settings for this tweak. You have from no blur to less blur, then you have gray blur, soft blur, you have also black blur or darker blur. You can choose any of these options and it will apply them to this app switcher of your device. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For more videos, make sure you subscribe. Also go ahead and follow me on Twitter. You can find the link to my Twitter account in the description of this video.